It's right over my shoulder there. He's a bird. Never played a bird before. A raven. If you're gonna play a bird, you gotta be a raven. I think that's pretty cool. He's cool, Raven. And he has a lesson and a message, and I thought it was pretty interesting. I don't want to give away the plot, but I think my character is someone who's kind of tough, and but I think he's sentimental, and he has a mystery in his life that he's trying to solve. And through a series of events, the mystery is solved, and he becomes a different kind of bird.
And how did you feel about the movie?
The movie as a whole?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I haven't seen it. I don't want to lie on camera. But I have high hopes for the movie, and I certainly think that it's a tale for everyone. And I think it's important to put those kind of things into an entertainment form. It's a touching story, and I was lucky to be thought of. I'm not usually thought of for these kind of parts, and I have very high hopes for it.
And what do you think your kids will feel about you being in this?
Well, my kids are like the Lord of the Flies, at my house. I mean, they have theme days. One day they're all soldiers, the next day they're cowboys or mafia hitmen, and it's a lot of testosterone in my house. I sometimes would prefer that they would watch Free Willy instead of Donnie Brasco, but then again, we live in a very dangerous world nowadays, and maybe it's better for them to be learning a little street smarts as opposed to learning how to pick strawberries. But I would think that maybe a happy combination of those two things would be possible, and I think they're probably going to like it, most likely. I think they'll get a big kick out of hearing my voice behind a black bird, and either that or they'll probably decide they'd rather watch SpongeBob. So I'm as curious as you to find out what they're going to think.
And how was it working with the team from South Africa?
Well, I did all the work, so hey, actually, I think that they were very supportive, and I haven't done this kind of thing in this form, and I felt very well supported, and I felt like I was surrounded by a lot of very talented people that embraced me and made me had a nice afternoon, and I'm hoping that it's the beginning of a family of new friends and future employment. Because when I finish this interview, I'll be officially unemployed.
And how different is it working in animation as opposed to live action? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, the only other animation I've done was the voice of characters in video games. And the first couple ones of those I ever did, I didn't even get a chance to see what my character even looked like, let alone what the storyline was. And it's a lot more interesting and a lot more rewarding if you can actually see pictures of the character you're going to be, or drawings of what the background is going to be. And that's really interesting to be able to see the way that they're going to look. And it's fun.
Thank you very much.
I heard that Marlon Brando, the very last thing that he did before he passed away was he did the voice of an old woman in a movie called Big Bug Man. that hasn't come out yet. It hasn't even been released. And he said the only way that he would do it is if they came to his house and recorded him. So they did. And when they got to his house, he was dressed like an old woman. And they were all freaked out and they thought he had gone crazy. But he said he wanted to be in character, you know. And I was going to come today in a bird suit, but I couldn't find one. So I wore an old shirt that I've had for 3 days. At least I smell like a bird.
Good interview. Yeah.
Brilliant.